All right, I think we are live. Yes, we are. Carl Cantino of Untapped Genius. All about tapping your potential, living your passion. And the main gateway to that is, as I always say, the slippery mind, getting it out of the way, especially, when it really counts, when it really matters. But we recognize that there is a lot of stuff that gets in the way of us doing our thing and living our lives the way that we want to be experiencing them, right? Doubts, concerns, stresses, um, different emotional responses to whatever craziness is happening in your life right now. Life happens. It's messy. All sorts of stuff happens because of the messiness. How do we process? How do we deal with this stuff, right? So, I might be on my Facebook feed and I'm scrolling, and all of a sudden I see some kind of meme, some kind of affirmation, positive thought, deep insight, something that has a lot of truth to it, like 100% truth to it. And it feels good. I like reading it in the moment. But then I keep scrolling. How long does that notion of that affirmation, that positive thought, that deep insight, that perspective in life, how long does it last? The impact, if it even impacts you at all. You might even write it off like I often do as, oh, that's just fluffy feel-good stuff. Nice thought, accurate, but that doesn't do anything to really, really make a difference. So the question for me becomes, well, how do I take these notions, these distinctions that I myself share, and how do I have it not show up as just some idea or thought? But how do you experientialize? I know it's not a word, but this says it. How do I experientialize the ideas that I share, or the many, many wonderful ideas out there in the world? How do we experientialize these ideas as opposed to keeping them into this feel-good, nice thoughts or distinctions kind of thing? But again, the central challenge and problem is there are so many amazing, wonderful distinctions out there in thoughts and philosophies. But how often are we able to actually live those things? And you can see supposed hypocrisy all over the place when somebody espouses to one thing, but they end up being something quite often quite different. Why is it so hard to actualize and experientialize the many wonderful thoughts, beliefs, values, systems out there that for the most part is fantastic? It says it all in a way. But again, the central challenge is, how do I actually live those ideas, those ideals, those values, those beliefs? How do I actually live them? It comes down to the moment, and it comes down to the ability to, I just got a doorbell ring. Hold on one second. So let me just finish my thought. Feel-good affirmations are wonderful, but let's find a way to actually experience them. There are ways to do that. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Hold on, guys. Okay, so I'm back. The idea here is how to actually experience the ideas that we read about, talk about, see on our Facebook feeds. How do we actually experience these things? Because there are so many wonderful ideas out there, but to actually experience them, quite the challenge. So that's what Life is a Wave is about. It makes it about the physics of. It brings things into the moment so that I know if I am thinking a particular way, is it moving me towards what I want, or is it getting me away from where I want? Am I in fear-based thinking about the problems that I don't want, or am I considering in the face of, not in denial of, but in the midst of the challenges and the chaos or whatever, am I focused on what I want to create? That's the difference. That's part of it. And part of, and I have to go right now, but part of this Life is a Wave thing is how to take ideas and actually experience them and live them, and know when you are and know when you're not in the moment. So feel good affirmations, wonderful stuff. It's just now the question is, how do you entice that way of thinking or being in any particular moment throughout your day? Quite the challenge. Okay, see ya.